regional managers at One Financial, Chantel Trudel has asked me to put together this short video so that you can understand something that she and I discussed recently that can be implemented both in your teams within the organization as well as possibly used with your clients at your client functions. As most of you know, I'm really familiar with your business and with your business model. I've spoken at your client functions before, and Chantel and I have had copious conversations about how your business operates internally. So she was looking for something that would bring strategy alive within your business, and we were talking about the Success Cube methodology. This is the Success Cube. And although it looks really simple, it is a powerful and effective piece of technology that will help you with your teams and with your clients. So we talk about a success journey. You have a strategy that you have to deliver on to shift the bottom line of One Financial. And that strategy has to be implemented from top to bottom of the organization. But there's often a problem in organizations because that strategy is in complex corporate speak. It's not necessarily understood by everybody. And we have to create a single common picture in a common language. So in other words, what does success look like? Here's a cube that is perfectly built. This is what good looks like. It's what 100% success looks like. But we have to translate that strategy document into everyday speak for the people within your teams. And this cube can do just that. It's made up of 3 layers. And I know Chantel really loved these layers. There's skills, there is work rate, and there is attitude. Skills, work rate, and attitude. In all the complexity of business today, we've actually lost our connection to the basics of skills, work rate, and attitude. We've also got hooked into top-down command and control. The strategy comes from above and it filters down. Well, what if there was a way to help people to buy in and for strategy and excitement to bubble up from the inside? Now, this cube allows us to do just that. So with the cube methodology, I take your teams through a process of translating that strategy into everyday speak. So they sketch the success journey. So then we take them through a process that takes about 3 hours. And in that process, I break the teams up into groups. I can work with a maximum of 30 people in a room. And they then move around to flip charts. They download what skills are we going to need to succeed? What's our work rate going to be? And what attitude is going to underpin this success? And after we have worked through all of that, and there's a lot of information that we then need to summarize, and this is where the discussion gets really real. Everybody then gets to vote. And so the group determines the priorities, the alignment of priorities, what's important in order to deliver on the business strategy. And so let me show you what happens when you take something tangible. We call it a manipulable. When you take something tangible that can be measured. Right, so I'm going to show you here 2 pieces. This is 100%. This is 75%. This is 50%. This is 25%, and this is 0. Can you see how we can measure? And that's why once we have created this recipe for your success journey, we get them to build it based on the scoring that happens in the room. So as I said, this is a 100% cube. What if they scored every layer at 25%? This is what it would look like. It's a far cry from 100%, isn't it? What if they scored everything 50%? It's still very far from being the perfect cube. And here I have a 75% cube. It's still far from being 100%. So when we do a session with your teams, everybody's team is going to score differently. It might be a 25% layer topped by a 50% layer topped by a 75% layer. Everybody's cube is going to look different. Every team's cube is going to look different. But within the team, we all have common scoring, and everybody sits with this tangible, visual nudge. Look, guys, this is how far we have to go. What are we going to do to get to 100%? And that's the journey. So we can develop success recipes for many different things. This is a versatile, flexible tool. On your sales team, we can create a sales cube. With your call centers, we can develop a cube specifically for people who work in the call centers. For regional managers, for people who are involved in the claims process, we can develop different cubes. So we can adapt this to whatever you are trying to solve for. We've just got to get clear about what it is that you are solving for. What I love about the cube is its versatility, that it's tangible, that we can play with it, that it's going to sit on their desks every single day, because every delegate walks away with a cube. We can customize them too with your logo, and that means that they have this visual anchor, this very tangible anchor that sits on their desks all the time, reminding them of what they are working towards, what their part in success looks like, and the fact that we bring this all together to create one picture of success. This is also something that we can use for client events. I know at the moment you're having conversations around value over pricing. You're having conversations about the importance of relationship, the importance of trust. We could do a cube in your client events where we have people seated around tables, where we work out the criteria for what success looks like for them and how you fit into that picture. So there are two ways of working with the cube. There's the long way that I've just described to you, where people are very interactive, working on flip charts, the room is dynamic, I do a lot of facilitation work, and we come up with this picture and it takes about 3 hours. We don't have 3 hours when we do a client event, we only have 1 hour. So in that situation, we as a group of RMs would come up with criteria for each layer in the cube, probably about 3 to 5 things. And using their cell phones, we would have an online voting mechanism, scoring mechanism. And so there will be discussion around whatever the success journey is. Then we will get to vote. So everybody votes, and with the scoring, each delegate will have one of these cubes and they will build the cube. So we could have a lot of fun with this, a lot of interactive fun, which will be a little bit different to your previous client events. They would then walk away with a one financial branded cube that will sit on their desks moving forward and be a constant reminder of the great relationships they have with you, the amazing support that they get from you in making them more successful in their businesses. So how are you making your brokers, who are your clients, more successful in their own businesses with their clients? That is going to be what you solve for them. So talk about it, think about it, discuss how you think this could be best applied in your business, and I would love to take this further with another conversation in person with you.